Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of high school varsity girls soccer. We are here at Botkins Community Park where the Anna Rockets will take on the Botkin Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, NKTelco, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Holman Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinninger Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brother Big Sisters of Shelby and Darke County, Superior Aluminum, the Rushi Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoying's Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, and Western Ohio Mortgage, bringing you tonight's game between Anna and Botkins. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me, Jeff Henshin, to bring you the play-by-play and color commentary of tonight's Western Ohio Soccer League match. Let's take a look first at our keys to the game tonight. First for the visiting Anna Rockets.
Well, they want to control the middle of the field, make sure they stay in control of the ball. They're the high-powering offense here. They want to make sure they control the ball and not give Botkins any open looks, if you will, on the turnover. Want to keep pressure on offense, too. Keep striking the ball, be aggressive on offense, and play with excellent ball skills. It all kind of comes hand in hand. Keep control of the ball, make your offense has been very good all year work for you. And for the Botkins Trojans, they want to limit any scoring chance. It's going to be difficult against an offense like Anna, but they want to make sure they always have a body in front of the ball. They want to stay close and frustrate the opponent, make it difficult for Anna, who's probably looking to score at will, if you will, or putting a lot of offense gelling. If they can maybe take them out of their game plan, slow them down, play a little head games with them, maybe it'll frustrate the Rockets, and have quick counters. Again, take those opportunities and work efficiently and quickly and try to get some offense on yourself. And they're going to have their hands full today, the Trojans, against a very good Anna Rockets team.
The Rockets, state ranked, number 8 in the state, 11-0 overall. Botkins ever improving at 7-3. And let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's match. First for the Anna Rockets, there you see them, and lots of talent there, led by Ella Dosick, a returner for the Rockets. And our starting lineups brought to you today by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. That's the Anna Rockets starting lineups as they have the ball, and they're putting the pressure on the Trojans as we anticipated here in the Ole Girling. There you see the Botkin Trojans starting lineup. The Trojans 7-3 overall, and played some good soccer here in recent weeks and have a winning record. In fact, only one win away from setting a school record with wins. Now back to action on the field. As you can see, the Rockets, there's the shot on goal. No good. Kicked again, and it's going to roll through.
And that was Spangler. I think she had 3 chances at it and got the third one to go through. A couple nice saves, and Spangler on the rebounds, if you will, able to cash in for the first goal here at the 38-18 mark.
Tanner Spangler with the goal. The junior has put the Rockets on board here. 38-18, First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And one thing that the Rockets want to do is keep that high pressure offense, applying the heat to the Botkins Trojans.
Well, they definitely had the ball spent very little time, if you will, even on the Botkins side of the pitch so far. So Anna starting off kind of doing what they want to do, is maintain ball control and keep pressure on the Botkins defense.
Botkins with the ball in the Anna territory, but Rockets will take over with the possession. They'll send it back out, picked up out there by Boston Paul. She'll get it across midfield, looking for teammate Camden Paul, but the Rockets will pick it back up. They'll move it back across midfield. Once again, they're stopped by Carmen Huker, and it's going to go out of bounds, and the toss in should be for the Botkins Trojans.
Chance here for the Trojans, maybe to get a little bit of offense. They've, again, limited opportunities so far, as that one's going to skip through and go right back to the Rockets. So tough task at hand today for the black and yellow, but again, a fine season so far for the Trojans. Just going to have their hands full today against a team that not just this year, Dave, but past couple seasons has been very good soccer program.
One of the premier programs in this part of the, well, in the state actually, as Coach Mike Knoll has built a program in his 5 years of play. Boy, one of the stats just popped out of me, Jeff, is when you look at last year's total, it was like 115-4, the scoring for the Rockets there with the pressure right now, and deep inside the box, picked up there by the goalkeeper Emma Pax for the Trojans.
Yeah, their record over the past few years is maybe, off the top of my head, maybe 3 losses. Obviously, they haven't won state, so they've had to have 2 losses earlier, maybe just 2 or 3 with a tie. So doing a job well done, have the Rockets on the pitch.
Yeah, Rockets record last year, 16-1-1. Pretty impressive record to be followed up with an 11-0 record this season.
Currently ranked, I believe, 8 in the state. Is that correct?
Yep, number 8 in the state, number 2 in the Miami Valley poll. So the Rockets off to a great start again this year. Pax will handle the ball, and she'll kick it away.
Recent contest for the Rockets, they had a big win on the 19th a couple Saturdays ago against a very good Bath team, 3-2. A huge win against them, and then most recently a 2-1 outing on the 22nd of September, 2-1 win over West Liberty Salem. So a couple close matches recently for the Rockets. They've been good enough to prevail and maintain that unblemished record, but a huge win over Bath a couple weeks ago, 3-2.
Rockets will have the ball, and one of the strategies that Botkins coach Max Tatarski wants to do is he's got a strong defense here, and drop extra players back in around the net. So Botkins trying to ward off the Anna attack.
It's basically 10 on 11 right now, with all 11 Trojans basically on this half of the pitch. Here's a near shot
off the top of the goal.
But just the only player not on the side is the keeper for Anna. So a one-person advantage on defense, if you will, for the Trojans, but so far, still Anna's done a nice job playing keep away, ball control, maintaining possession, and they'll get another throw in here on the side with just under 35 minutes.
Reagan McFerrin kicks it out of bounds, and Rockets will toss it in.
A couple subs coming into the contest.
Ella Dosick will toss it in, as you see the official gives the signal. Toss goes in. Header no good there by Diekman.
Ashley Berkey, number 30 for the Rockets, one of the substitute players entering the game, and the young lady on the far side, blonde hair, I'll get her number here in a second.
There's the header by Paul. Inside midfield, Botkins trying to mount an attack as Steinke has it. Taken away there by Carissa Edwards. She'll move it over. They'll handle the ball as nice feed upfield. Ashley Berkey gonna chase it down. It's gonna go out of bounds, and Botkins will toss it in, or kick it in rather.
I believe number 22 is the other player for Anna that came in with Berkey. That's Madison Romanowski.
Steinke will kick it. Strong wind to Camden Paul.
That's one thing, Dave, we haven't really talked about up here with us. It is kind of windy. I'd say it's maybe blowing more right to left. So Botkins with a little bit of wind advantage here, not able to use it so far, but Anna basically playing into what breeze there is.
Boffman's kick defended by Botkins. She gets it back inside towards Diekman. Here comes the shot. Oh, blocked there by one of the Botkins players. There's the header by Dosick. Trojans trying to move it up to midfield. It'll be controlled by Bertke. Back over to Edwards. Kick inside by Bertke. They'll bring it back out. Edwards. Dosick with it for a moment. And then Steinke has it. Anna will center it in front of the net. Now it's going to go back out to midfield. Jaden Huber with the header, but Botkins will retain control. They'll move it up front. There goes Paul. Paul has it. Going to make her move on the inside. She's going to have a shot. Shot's going to be a little bit wide, and that's exactly what the Trojans try to establish with their striker in Camden Paul.
Well, she's a good one. Just a freshman in 10 games, already 18 goals on the season with 3 assists. And they like to get her, and they got her there out in space and made a nice one-on-one move and had a decent look. You know, for shot on goal, kind of wide left, if you will. So a little bit of work there for the Rockets keeper Collier. Up until that point, nearly 10 minutes into the game, had not had really much conversation or much action down there in front of her net.
Ball's going to go back to midfield, picked up there by London Rice. Rice in the midfield circle. The battle with it. It's going to come back off for the Trojans. With it is Carissa Edwards. Tries to feed it ahead, but Botkins defense will kick it back across the midfield line as they try to move it upfield and back into scoring position. Ball intended for Camden Paul, but it's going to go out of bounds. Anna will toss it back in.
Pretty decent spacing there for the Trojans to advance it. The last touch, though, just off the mark, but it's a game of angles and hitting spots that are open and filling them in to your teammate and moving the ball almost military, right, left down the field. And then you get like someone like Camden Paul that can have some speed and dribbling power, if you will, or control. Then that's where you can do your damage. Spangler's a good one too.
Ashley Paul's pass inside to Spangler, and the shot's going to go out of play. And substitutes for both teams come in, and both these two teams missing a few players tonight. A little bit short on the bench, so it will be an interesting to see how the two coaches work their benches.
Well, it's got to be 27 for Botkins, their lone support player left. That's Grace Wiseman. And a little bit more luxury tonight. Rotate players. Diekman comes back in.
It's going to go back out of bounds, and the Rockets will inbound it, toss it in. The toss comes in. Botkins will handle it for the moment. That's Sydney Steinke on the defense, but it's going to go out of bounds again. And
that went into the woods.
And into the woods. Any alligators over there?
I doubt it. They got hit on the highway.
It's bouncing. There it goes.
State 75.
Yeah.
They got hit crossing the road.
And some
little kid's
some lucky fifth grader is going to have to go chase that one down.
Someone's brother's going to have to climb the fence. And well, that's one way that, you know, Trojans playing defense here. They gave up the quick goal to Spangler at the 38-18 mark, but you know, it slows down the game. I hate to say it. You shorten the game, and you just need that one break. Camden Paul had a nice run at it a couple minutes ago.
It's the same kind of game that Botkins tried against Lehman in the opener, and Lehman, another one of the teams that powerful teams in the area, and Botkins had it working for him in that one. The first half, it was Botkins was up 1-0 on a Paul breakaway, and but unfortunately for the Trojans, Lehman bounced back and ended up winning 4-1.
A big second half.
With a big second half, is right. So.
And they did find the ball in the woods, so nice job by that young man.
Yeah, get him an NKTelco Sports Player of the Game shirt. That's what you think.
Well, they do have more than one ball, so we're good in that sense.
Good.
They're not going to call the game because it's lost, but so far though it's all been Anna. You know, early in this contest, and Botkins is going to, you know, they're basically all 11 on one side. Botkins, or Anna, has a few players back, but you like to see their offense, and they'll put all basically 10 except the keeper on this side and run their offense. And they've had the ball You know, of the 13 minutes or 12 minutes we played, Dave, probably time of possession 10 to 2 minutes, or 10 minutes to 2 minutes at least.
There's a shot on goal. It's going to be a little bit wide.
Unofficially 6 shots on goal. 3 of them came early with Spangler's foot, and the third one was the game's only score.
That was Megan Diekman, I believe, with that shot from
distance.
Pretty good distance. Yeah. Strong kick, though. And Steinke will kick it away.
McEldowney back into the game, number 33.
Chloe Boffman with it. She tries to move inside, but it's cut off there by Kennedy Dosick. Botkins again on the defense, try to get it up to midfield. Paul with it.
Nice move.
Camden Paul across midfield. Cut off there by Rice.
Yeah, make sure they stay on side.
Rather Peppelman, as Paul trying to work it in, trying to feed it inside. Ball's loose, and it's going to be cleared there by Jenna Walders. It's going to come up to midfield, and Anna will be on the attack one more time as Diekman will get it upfield to number 10, Tanner Spangler. She'll make a move inside, staying in the center of the field. Nice pass off to the side, taken away there by the Trojans. Back up to Boston Paul. Gets it off to Ellie Steinke across midfield. That's going to come back out, and number 33, Abby McEldowney, will have it, and the reset is on for the Rockets. Diekman will lose it. Botkins will pick it back up and across midfield. Kick there deflected by Chloe Boffman. Now the Rockets will come back the other way. Trying to set their offense, but Botkins being patient, staying in that defense. They'll clear it back out. Ball kicked away that time by the Trojans.
Been a lot more action here now towards midfield. The Trojans been a little bit more aggressive, or been able to do a little bit more with the ball, but a lot more kind of right in front of us here as it moves back down in front of the zone, in front of the 18.
Rockets will corral the ball in. Number 20 with it, Ella Dosick. She'll get it off to the left side as they try and determine what they'll do here on offense. It'll go over to the wing. There's a shot, but Pax is there, and she'll save it. And shot from London Rice, I believe.
She knocked it out of bounds then, so it's a corner kick.
So that must be a corner kick. So the Rockets will be in position as number 2, Chloe Boffman, will go after the ball, and I think it's our first corner kick of the night.
I would agree. Second.
Gotcha. So Boffman will put the ball in play, but it's going to go to the Trojans, but it's quickly taken away there by Walders.
Actually, Spangler 10.
Spangler
stepped in and got the entry pass, if you will, from Botkins, and then there'll be another corner kick here.
So the Rockets just keeping the heat on Botkins here in the 24-24 mark on the First National Bank first scoreboard.
Nearly halfway through the first half.
Boffman's corner kick. Rockets moving around. Spangler goes inside, but it's going to be a whistle. Stop in play, and it's going to be a Botkins kick.
Evidently a foul on the Rockets. Not for sure, unless it's just because it went out of bounds, a corner or a goal kick.
So Sydney Steinke will kick it away, but the pressure is going to be maintained by the Rockets. Dosick over to Diekman. Diekman kicks it inside, but it's going to come back out. With it is Carmen Huker. Rockets will maintain it as number 24, Jace Billing, into the lineup for the Rockets, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Trojans, so Rockets will toss it in.
Like I said, Anna, a few more bodies, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 support players to rotate in for the Rockets, just 1 for the Trojans. So
that makes a big difference. There's a lot of field out here. Pressure on for the Rockets. Shot on goal is going to go a little bit high. I think that was Spangler, right?
Was again, yeah. Good body position, able to kind of do a right, had the momentum on her side, if you will. Good, strong right-footed kick, but above the crossbar. And I should do my math. I almost hate to ask. Are these goals the same size like you would see in MLS, Major League Soccer and such?
Oh, that's a great question.
I'll ask our guys in the truck. They might know that better than I do. So I just wonder, you know, and you think about those games, the keepers are probably a lot taller, you know, and I'm like, here they're almost at a disadvantage. You can literally kick it over their head. And the big time guys and girls, if you will, you know, they have a lot taller wingspan. And, you know, it's height that makes it difficult to score, if you will. But here, if it's the same height and keeper's a little bit shorter, you know, you can obviously like put a ball over top. So there's a tripping foul or foul on the Rockets. 24-8.
24-8.
So,
about that.
You know, I'm sure at least guys, you know, when you watch them on TV, you don't see too many short keepers, and 8 feet high, you know, that's 2 feet lower than a basketball rim. So definitely guys are able to touch the crossbar.
Battle for the ball in the corner, and it's going to go
out of bounds.
It's going to go out of bounds, and Anna will toss it in. So Abby McEldowney will do that.
Have to rethrow, as evidently the
spot.
Spot.
Have to spot that one again. As McEldowney steps back. Toss upfield. Paul will do the header off the chest of Taylor Peppelman, but Paul has
Paul
it.
Could get a free one here. She could. There's a nice pass. Just, you know, fractions ahead of her teammate, or else Botkins has a shot on goal.
Boston Paul is the intended recipient of that pass from Camden, and goes out of bounds, and Anna will maintain the ball.
I believe Cousins on the roster, is that correct? Boston and Camden Paul?
I do believe that is correct, yes.
But they nearly had a real nice opportunity right there in front of the net. Pass just a little bit too much out in front, and Anna, you know, avoids a kind of a nasty one-on-one in front of their own box.
Ellie Steinke gets the pass upfield. It'll come back to her as Rockets have it. Boffman down to Spangler, over to Dosick. Going to be a shot on goal coming. Going to roll in.
I believe that was the Romanowski, or is it 22?
I think it was Romanowski. Let's see if we can take a look at it one more time. Some nice work by the Rockets. As you see it, shot on goal, deflected, and
nonetheless a 2-0 margin of lead right now, just under the halfway point. So Botkins almost a great opportunity on their end, and then just basically in the transition, if you will, to the other end, Rockets, you know, facing the less than a full field of defense that they've been working against for most of the half, able to score.
Yeah, the Trojans have really had about 2 opportunities so far here in this first half of play, and possibly 3, and that's about the extent of it on the offensive side. But that's the strategy they decided that they are employing for this game. And inbounding it will be Chloe Boffman. Tosses it into McEldowney. Over to Edwards. Edwards will try to move it inside against the Botkins defender, Carmen Huker. She'll push it back out. Rockets will try and set it over from midfield. Inside it goes. Botkins trying to get that breakaway, but the Rockets defense comes up and pushes it deeper into Botkins territory. On the move inside is Diekman, tries to get the pass in front to Spangler. Botkins will try and clear it out, try to get it up by midfield, as the Rockets had that ball right in front of the net. Now
foot race.
Camden Paul on the move, but Anna back on defense. Paul chases it down. That's going to go off of Taylor Peppelman. And the Trojans will have an opportunity here as they'll toss it in, and Chloe Rogers, number 1, will toss it in for the gold and black. Ellie Steinke with it, tries to get it ahead to Huker. Paul with it, Boston Paul, pass over to the right side. The goalie will come back out, and Brielle Collier will handle it for the Anna Rockets. She'll kick it away as the Trojans tried to apply some pressure that time. Collier's kick to midfield. Rockets will cross midfield. Diekman will feed it off to Romanowski on the left side. Romanowski, who had the goal earlier, handling the ball, but it's going to go out of bounds off of, I do believe, the Trojans. So Romanowski will toss it in as 2 more subs come in for the Rockets.
The luxury of a bench, if you will, and you've got to think that will tend to, as this match moves on, wear down the Trojans. As you know, it's like I said, a big field, limited numbers tonight for Botkins.
Back on the outside is Dosig. Trojans will take it away, trying to move it upfield. Euchre, and the ball's going to go out to the Botkins bench. It's going to be tossed in there by Kennedy Dosig. Tosses it upfield. Trying to get it to Camden Paul.
Contact or a foul called against the Rockets. So slowly but surely the Trojans, if you will, could advance it here. It'd be nice. Right now, though, you know, with a full, if you will, backfield full of Rockets, a little bit more difficult to get those opportunities that we've seen glimpses where, like, Camden Paul can break through and kind of go one-on-one and get around a defender and, you know, make it difficult for the keeper.
There's a header by Huker, and once again, Collier will come up front.
Good decision by Brielle. You know, has to decide, should I stay or should I go? And when you leave, you better have a real good feeling that you're coming away with it. And she did a nice job securing it.
Good kick towards middle field.
Any type of mishandled ball there, it's open net.
Here come the Rockets. They're going to apply the pressure. Nice shot on goal by London Rice, and
has a nice pass. She stayed on side and had a real nice job of, once she got it before the Trojans could kind of get in her firing lane, got a quick foot. Sometimes the attacker has to almost dribble a few times, and sometimes that costs you your line of sight, or if you will, your path. And that time, nice defensive play by the keeper, Emma Pax.
Now it's the Rockets once again on the attack. Dosig gets it over to Ashley Berkey, who's just in the lineup. She kicks it back towards the net. Picked up by Rice. Inside they go, in front of the goal, as Romanowski
just on the wrong side.
Wrong side.
You know, if she could have got on top of the Trojan defender, she had to first look at her first touch, if you will, off the pass. But a good job defensively by the Trojans.
Goes back up to middle field.
Here's
Boston
another chance.
Paul. There's the lead pass to Camden Paul, who's going to win the chase. Oh, with a goal.
Wow.
He does.
Good play.
Brielle Collier with the save. As well, I tell you, Paul's got some speed, doesn't she?
She does. It's been every time she gets it, she's been able to create something, and you know, came within fractions of inches, if you will, there. If Collier doesn't maintain possession, you know, who knows what happens. And again, should I stay or should I go? If Collier waits, you give Paul an unlimited shot on you, right, you know, too close to the net. So a gamble pays off for the keeper in this case.
Here come the Rockets. 14:05 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Botkins really could use a score here to keep this, put a little pressure back on Anna instead of on the Trojans. One of them breakaways they're going to need. Boffman with it, working her way upfield. Nice pass off to Dosig. Boffman will pick it back up, try to move inside. Lots of Botkin defenders there. And coming away with it will be number 6, Ellie Steinke. She has it. Boffman will keep it inbounds. Knife move. She goes to the corner, tries to center it up, but it's going to go out of bounds as Pax will
be a goal kick, it looks like.
Comes up, and let's see what they'll call
goal
here.
Kick. It was off Rocket, so opportunity, or the Trojans, if you will, slow down the attack threat there, as no corner kick awarded.
So Botkins will kick it away.
And now the throw in on the side.
But off Berkey, and then Trojans will chase it down, and Reagan McPherson, a freshman, will toss it in. Tries to get it near midfield, but it's taken away there by Berkey. Berkey trying to get it up to teammate London Rice, but Trojans will kick it back to near midfield. But here come the Rockets. They're going to apply the pressure. Kick away there by Meyer. Paul gets it upfield, or rather Steinke gets it upfield, looking for Paul, Camden Paul, and the pass goes back to Carmen Huker.
Yeah, if Huker could have maintained that one, forward momentum, and you have Paul in front of you, there's a chance. But Anna does a nice job kind of playing physical and holding the ground and maintaining their position and limiting the threat.
Yep, Rockets fall back on defense nicely that time. Now it's going to go out of bounds, and 11:53 to go. Glad you're along for the ride. We've got the Anna Rockets and Botkins Trojans girls soccer from Botkins Community Park. I'm Dave Helmstetter, alongside me Jeff Henshin. Some pretty competitive soccer here between a state-ranked team and an up-and-coming Botkins Trojans team, as the Rockets stand number 8 in the state, and Collier once again with the goal, as these two coaches, Mike Knoll for the Rockets and Max Tatarski for Botkins, pitching a couple of different strategies at each other here in the first half of play with 11:13 to go. Rockets have enjoyed considerable possession here in the first half.
They've definitely had ball control and shots on goal. I'm roughly 10 to 2. Or 10 to 2, so they've dominated there. So
Botkins just trying to play that defensive game. That's what they said their plans were to do. As Pax comes out of the goal, will make the stop, and she'll kick it away here in a moment. 10:40 to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Gets it all the way up to Huker. It's going to go out of bounds, and
that'll allow some Anna Rocket subs to enter on their possession throw in. 24 by 8.
24 by 8. That's not very wide. That's not a lot wide.
I never really had paid attention too much to the actual. I know a basketball rim is 10 feet high. I know the volleyball court's 30 by 30 roughly. So bases are 90 feet, and you'd think you'd know the size of a goal net, but 24 by 8, and that's universal the way it sounds for, let's say, high school level and up. Sometimes I think it should be a little bit bigger, make the game a little bit more score friendly. I shouldn't say. I mean, I don't mean to disrespect, because there's a lot of, there's 2 to 1s or maybe preferred versus 8 to 7s. I don't know, but definitely I think would increase the scoring. But
once again, Collier will come out and collect the ball as the Trojans try to put a little heat on the Anna goalie.
Collier's made some good decisions. Hasn't had a lot of threatening attacks, but a couple of them have been kind of nail biters, and she's made some very aggressive physical plays and not hurt her team, if you will, by doing so.
Upfield come the Rockets. Number 17, Megan Diekman. That's going to go out of bounds off of the Trojans. Diekman will inbound it. The senior, one of returning starters for the Rockets. A very experienced squad off of, as we said, a great team from a year ago. It's 16-1-1 and looking for even better things this season.
Yeah, they definitely have high expectations, and part of that is getting through your regular season. I don't mean it to be nasty, but sometimes, not in this case, you face competition at a much lower level, and you want to make sure you don't overlook your opponent and play well. And they've handled that very well this year of the Rockets, and the Trojans have had success too. It's good to see 2 local teams, doing well. And competitive matches is what we like to see.
Pressure on by the Rockets. Was going to come out to Camden Paul. Freshman will get it back to Rogers, but number 11 Taylor Peppelman will kick it away for the Rockets. Stops Trojan momentum, but there once again try to apply the pressure. Moving inside, number 14 Boston Paul.
Last series with Boston Paul or Camden Paul right in front of us. Her little tap back or drop back pass, just a little under pass, if you will, because she had her teammate, the freshman there. If she could have gotten that a little bit further to her in space, they have a chance to advance it down the field. Everyone going to our left with momentum. The pass a little short and able to come up with it and basically stymied the threat.
Spangler with it. Could have a shot on goal. It's defended there inside by the Trojans. It'll come back out. Strong kick inside by number 17 Megan Diekman, and Pax with the save for the Trojans. Yeah, Boston Paul is just 1 assist away from the school record. She's already got 11 assists so far this season to go with 6 goals. So she's had a great season for the Trojans. Back out across midfield. Sydney Steinke will kick it back across midfield as Paul will get it. Paul will handle it. Back over to Paul, and she'll take the shot. That's Boston Paul. And once again, Brielle Collier, experienced goalkeeper, stops the attack, and she'll boot it away. Kick's going to come down to midfield where Dosig will have it. Dosig gets it across midfield over to Diekman. Back over to Dosig. Dosig down the center of the field. There's the pass to Spangler. Spangler on the move. Just off. Tanner Spangler so very close. Some beautiful handling of the ball.
Yeah, it was. And it was basically right down the middle of the field. I mean, everyone just kind of, you'd see a soft touch, boom, a rocket would explode, go get it. A couple dribbles, boom, another soft touch ahead, another rocket would explode to go get it. And they basically went right down the center, and I'm sure Spangler wishes she could have that one back. It was well struck.
That's close.
Didn't miss by much.
6:01 to go here in the first half of play on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Wiseman back in for the Trojans again. They're just one substitute as Ellie Steinke off right now for the Trojans.
Here comes Dosig. Shot's going to be a little bit high. Dosig takes the shot, but Botkins will once again kick it away. Sydney Meyer, number 3, will kick it. Meyer, good strong leg. Botkins making a sub on this one. Meyer will get it upfield, but Diekman will have it. Over to McEldown. He tries to center it back down the middle, but the Trojans will try and clear it, but not far enough. Diekman back over to Boffman. Boffman trying to go inside. Trojans collapsing on her, push her out to the corner. She takes a shot inside, header no good there by Rice as she made the attempt, and Botkins will, goalkeeper Emma Pax will have it.
Kind of slipped as she fell or on that attempt, whether it was an actual shot or she was passing towards a teammate. Still got it in the direction of the net, and Pax came up, makes the good play on the ball to stop the scoring opportunity.
Thought for a moment she had a chance on that header, but not this time. Rockets, though, will keep the heat on. They try to move it down the left wing, back over to the middle. Diekman will chase it down. She's going to take a shot. Meyer with the block. It's going to roll back out, picked up there by Abby McEldown, and she'll move to the right side. Chased by 2 Trojans. She'll make a nice move and try to center it over the middle for Diekman, but taken away by number 20 Huker. Again, Rockets applying the pressure. Diekman, she'll have it in traffic. She'll try to make her move. Nice dribble. Back over to the right side it goes. McEldown, a shot in front and intended for Rice, but it's pulled back out by Rice. She's going to try and go to the corner with it. Meyer chasing her down, but Rice is going to keep it. Back over to Abby McEldowney. They're in the corner. It's quite a battle over there. McEldowney, a kick goes straight up in the air as Diekman and Meyer collide, but now Camden Paul has it. She's going to just bulldog her way through. She's going to take it across midfield. Paul loses the balance and the ball. Number 11, Taylor Peppelman, across midfield. She'll come back the other way. The defender kicks it inside. They'll pull it back out as Boston Paul will have it and send it downfield. Chased down by Romanowski. Paul misses the ball. That was number 15, Jaden Huber, with it right now. Number 33, McEldowney. She'll push it back downfield, and it'll go to Rice. But the Trojans will collapse on it. McFerrin, she'll kick it back up. But number 33, McEldowney, will slow it down a bit. Over to Diekman in the middle. She'll try and feed her teammate, and Rice and her Rockets persistent in their pursuit with it. There's a shot off Pax. It's going to be kicked away by
tough angle there. Spangler
by
kind of
Steinke. Wow.
Spangler got the ball herself, kind of did her own little pass herself, tried to use her speed then to run it down. Kind of had a bad angle, got a good shot. Like you said, though, Pax able to stop it down, and Botkins luckily clearing the space and get it out here where they can kind of gather their breath, if you will. It's been
these two teams are going at each other.
It's been some contact, if you will. It's a little bit up and down, and a lot of, I won't say body checking, but body contact. Is
Bothman with a long shot. Pax almost loses it. Boy, number 14, London Rice, was sneaking in there for the Rockets.
Yeah, the Trojans lucky there that on the drop, if you will, it bounces back to Pax, or else it's an opportunity for the for the Rockets, and Trojans would have felt bad about that one. Haven't given up easy goals the first two tonight, but that would have been a gift.
All right, the Trojans back on the drive. Here's Botkins with it, but it's going to be kicked away by the Rockets. That time the Trojans had a good portion of their players across midfield, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Rockets have got it. So momentum there for a moment swung the Trojans' way, but big possession here as the Rockets will get it back.
And just 60 seconds left in the first half.
On that First National Bank Think First scoreboard, it's 2-0. Rockets with the lead. Rice, and it's going to back out, and number 33, Abby McEldowney, will toss it in. She gets it towards the middle of the field. Tanner Spangler, Meyer on her, and it's going to go back over to McEldowney. McEldowney to the right corner, tries to center it across the middle. It'll go back out. McEldowney. Spangler inside, shot by Dosick, just off target. And Botkins, with 20 seconds and counting down, will kick it away. So pretty good first half of soccer.
Yeah, Botkins definitely forcing Anna to work on their offense. There's not been a lot of gift opportunities. I mean, there's been shots on goal. By far, Anna leading that category, but for the most part, pretty well played first half. Anna on top by 2.
That's it for the first half of play. We'll take a break, come back with our stats, our halftime score. Anna 2, Botkins nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey BOTKINS, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco. For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area.
I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Anna and Botkins doing battle here at Botkins Community Park. We've got a good first half of soccer. The Rockets, number 8 in the state, unbeaten in the Western Ohio Soccer League, and they're up 2-0. But let's take a look at those first half statistics between these two teams.
Well, the Rockets kind of dominate, if you will. They lead the scoreboard 2-0. They have, for the game though, there are 6 saves that the Rockets had against the Trojans on 22 shots on goal. And they did have 3 corners and committed 3 fouls. The Trojans, 0 points, 0 goals. Pax did earn 12 saves, and they had 7 shots on goal against Collier in their first half, and they committed the 1 foul, no corners. So kind of numbers there. The time of possession, we don't show that, Dave, but obviously we talked about it in the 40 minutes, probably 34, 35 of it. Just roughly speaking, I mean, the ball was on Anna's side in front of the net most of the half. Botkins, their game plan, like you said, we're going to play 11 versus 10, and for the most part it worked well. Anna, the 2 goals though, I thought were quality. They had to work at it type of efforts, and not a lot of breakdowns from our perspective. Now, I'm not the soccer coach obviously, and he may have a whole different perspective of what his team did or didn't do, but Anna's a good ball club, and Botkins is very competitive as well. Yep. We've seen Botkins a few times, if it isn't for Collier making a good play here or there. They've got a high % chance at a goal themselves, but plays are made, and the result is right now a 2-0 lead for the Rockets.
Yeah, the Trojans try to get it out to Camden Paul, who's the outstanding freshman that they've got, and on the breakaways or counterattacks, and they were able to do it a couple of times, but Collier really was able to rise to the occasion. So
she made a nice play, and like you said, that's why she's paid the big bucks, and that's one of the reasons why they're also 11-0.
Yep, that's right. And Botkins will kick it away to start the second half. Trojans with it. Paul will have it. Up to Huker. Cross midfield, but the Rockets will pick it up.
You saw Botkins, Dave, play earlier this year. You mentioned against Lehman Catholic, another high-quality team where Botkins used this same kind of concept, actually led 1-0 at half, but kind of wore down. Now, one thing between that particular game and tonight, obviously same style, but the temperature, you know, that was back in September. You mentioned it was like 95 or August. So.
Yeah, early or late August. Yeah, it was in upper 80s, low 90s, very hot day, and you can see the improvement Botkins has made too. I mean, you know, just watching them play, they're very organized. And as Coach Tatarski said, they have only used this strategy twice this season, once against Lehman and now against Anna, two of the premier teams in the area and in the state. So it's a little bit of a switch from his, I guess you would say, normal philosophies. And they've been pretty successful this year at 7-3. So.
And you mentioned, again, that game fatigue factory when you're playing, you know, that style tonight, probably the coolest temperatures either team has played in all year. And it's not cold by any stretch of the imagination, but really a cool, low humidity night. And the breeze that we feel up here, Dave, isn't really come into play at all. And it's really kind of settled down here. So I think really a beautiful night for soccer, if you will, and good conditions here at Botkins Community Park for this match. You have a nice facility here, a soccer-only field.
Yeah, beautiful field, lights, everything. There's a shot on goal. It's going to go high.
Didn't miss by much.
As Spangler's shot just a little bit high, and Pax will chase it down behind the net. And number 3, Sydney Meyer, the senior, will kick it out for.
That's one of those type of shots there. If Spangler drops that down a foot, it's in, because she hit it really where the keeper doesn't have a vertical that can get up to 8 or 7.5 feet probably to even get a hand on it. So it's almost impossible to stop if you can hit that top quadrant, or not quadrant, but top level, if you will, of opening between the keeper's hands and the crossbar.
Taylor Peppelman will chase it down, tosses it back to Collier with a strong kick across midfield. Here come the Rockets. Number 33, Abby McEldowney with it. She'll get it back out to Dosig. Dosig gets it upfield. Over to Spangler. Here's a good shot coming on.
Nice
left
assist.
Side. There's the goal. Beautiful. As Abby McEldowney gets the assist.
Actually,
or gets the goal. Yeah. And
Spangler with the assist.
Spangler with the assist. So Rockets at 36:59 to go here in the game. Get a big score and go up 3-0.
Again, got in a little bit of transition there. It wasn't that full defended field that we talked about. Got a little bit of a break there, and Spangler able to draw the keeper up, a nice pass, and he mentioned McEldowney with a finish.
Trojans pretty much on the defense. Pass upfield, and it'll be taken to the corner there by number 11 Dosig as she tries to get it back out, but number 33 McEldowney.
Spangler with the assist earlier today. She scored her 34th goal on the season at the 38-18 mark in the first half. Goal number 34, that was assisted by Abby McEldowney. Then at the 1953 mark, Madison Romanowski scores her second goal of the season. That was on an assist from Ella Dosek. And then here just recently at the 36:59 mark, we're going to reverse the roles, as this time it's Abby McEldowney scoring and her assist that time coming from Spangler. So those two teamed up for their first goal. They trade spots to earn their third goal for their team tonight.
Trojans try to move it upfield, but it's going to go back to the Rockets. Spangler over to Diekman. She'll get it back out to Carissa Edwards.
Another opportunity as Spangler staying on side, just misses that pass. And or else it was probably a goal for the Rockets on that attempt, but pass just out of the reach, if you will. Players on the offense have to have 2 players between them and the ball to stay on side. And if my understanding is correct, once the ball is kicked, you can release from that position. As she is fouled on the backside or the far side.
Trojans.
It's kind of hard to explain, especially to like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade kids or offsides. But
it's not a lot of rules in soccer, but the offside one is one that can be the controversial one.
What the referees follows, from my understanding, you know, they go down the sideline and they watch that second defender. And what's kind of tough to do is they're going to get a direct kick here, I believe. So chance for the Rockets.
Spangler with the kick.
Off the mark, but that offside, it's, if you see it from up top, it's a lot easier to explain, and you'll see the professional teams do it. Once the ball is released, I think it's hard to tell. You can then explode past the defender and almost look like you're offsides because the ball has already been contacted. It's always a judgmental call. I'm sure there's been games where it's been called wrong. Can't say that we've seen it tonight that way, but it's something you have to keep in mind as you're the offensive player, that you basically don't get called for cherry pecking. You have to stay
for the ball there as the Rockets trying to apply the heat.
A lot of activity in that 18.
And they're going to kick it back out, and Dosick will pass it over to Romanowski, or rather Boffman. Boffman goes inside. Shot
deflected by the keeper. Pax.
It's going to go back out in front. They'll set it back up.
That danced right on the doorstep. And
boy, that was close.
There was
Pax
a rocket
with a stop
that was near the ball, but just not there quick enough.
Take a look at that one more time on our winners replay. Winners meets replay.
Yeah, off the crossbar, and the dance is right there, and it was attacked by the Rockets, but a defender, luckily for the Trojans, able to deflect it off. So
just hit high a little bit up on the leg there, and
a near miss.
Would have been a goal. Here come the Rockets. Shot on goal, and there it is.
Spangler with her second of the game.
Tanner Spangler, strong kick, and Pax had to commit. The ball's in the net. And the Rockets go up.
Take another look at it here. Again, this is where speed comes into play, as they got the ball in front. And then right there, just in motion, one stride, in rhythm, open net, as the keeper, like I said, had to come out and make the play. Number 35 on the season for the junior.
I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest. Grand Lake Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports being brought to you by Clopay Building Products, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinniger Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Darke County, Superior Aluminum, the Russia Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoying Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, and Western Ohio Mortgage. Bringing you tonight's game between Anna and BOTKINS. Also like to remind you two teams battling it out on field. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school soccer on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tuesday, October the 7th at 6 p.m. and Sunday, October the 11th at 2 p.m. Game will be available for 1 week as video on demand at nktelco.com, and you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Rockets with the 4-0 lead, and they continue on the attack.
They nearly made it 5, Dave, as during your sponsor reads and such, Spangler had an opening, and we'll call it incidental contact inside what I call the 18 or the red zone. Stopped her threat, but she was on her way. Looked, and there's some defensive presence, if you will, and the offensive opportunity was stopped, but she was within about one more step of possibly putting a 5th goal on the board for the Rockets.
Trojans will kick it out of bounds, and that means that McEldowney will toss it in towards the goal. Spangler with it. Spangler will work to the right side. Over the middle comes the pass. And it'll be grabbed quickly as Ashley Berkey had the kick, and Pax will grab it. And Pax will kick it away. Short kick, handled by McEldowney. Back over to Edwards, over to McEldowney. McEldowney tries to get it to the middle of the field. Gets inside to Spangler. Rockets will keep it. Ellie Steinke trying to get it across midfield so Botkins can mount an attack, but here comes the Rockets, and Pax wisely covers that one up.
That was a nice play by Pax, as again Spangler in motion there with the ball, and if she doesn't make the play, it's again goal number 5. Take another look at it here as the opportunity right in front of the net. Again, Spangler with the speed able to get control, and a nice play there, because if not, it's a shot on goal opportunity.
Dosick gets it inside. Taken away. Meyer will kick it back towards midfield. It's going to be out of bounds. And the Rockets will toss it in front of their home bench. Meyer tries to move it back out. Could be a penalty.
Mentioned the Rockets on the 11-0 record for the Rockets. They opened up the season against Bethel with a 2-1 win and beat Delva St. John's 3-0. Defeated Newton 13-1. Wapakoneta 3-0. LCC 2-0. Spencerville they defeated 14-0. Elida 5-1. Northwestern 4-0. Coldwater 12-0. And the final 2 matches were against Bath and West Liberty Salem. Bath, I mentioned, a very good state-ranked team. They defeated them 3-2, and most recently West Liberty Salem they defeated 2-1. So they've had some close matches. The last 2 tonight, a little bit more open, if you will, with a 4-goal lead. But you know, having again, I think, work at it and gain, you know, some good work here, and against the Botkins team, 7-3 on the season. They're opened up the season, you mentioned, Dave, with that loss against Lehman 1-4. Beat Indian Lake 4-2, lost to Urbana 1-5, then beat Allen East 6-0, Southeastern 4-0, Ben Logan 2-0, Delta St. John's 3-1, lost to Riverdale 0-4, then beat Lima Senior 10-1, and most recently Coldwater 3-1 for their 7-3 mark on the season.
Corner kick by the Rockets in front of the net. Trojans try to clear it.
I'd say
just
get
a
it
scramble.
out. Yeah, a lot of people standing around, and finally it's kind of cleared out.
Kicks it away. It's going to go out of bounds. And the Rockets will toss it in. Toss goes towards the goal. Rice goes back out. Here come the Trojans up. Rockets will keep it on their side of the field, and that's what they've done for most of the night. Chloe Boffman. Pass up. Trojans with it.
Seemed like the first half the Trojans had a little bit more offensive ball control offense. Here in the second half, whether it's fatigue or what have you, most if not all the offense been on the left side of your TV screen in the second half, and makes it tough for the Trojans, obviously, you know, to get in any scoring threat when Anna has just basically dominated a little bit more here in the second half.
4-0 our score on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Anna with the lead. Spangler with it. Tries to make the move inside. It's going to be kicked back out by a long break for the Trojans. Paul with it, but it's going to be kicked away. And
foul on the Rockets.
Might be Jenna Walters guilty of the foul. Ball would be spotted near midfield. .55:56 to go. London Rice with it. Spangler tries to feed McEldowney over here on the left side. Cheech makes a move to try to go inside.
Looking for some help, drop back a little bit, able to kind of clear it momentarily. And again, it's really give and go offense.
It'll go all the way back out to Diekman. Diekman back into the middle, and Spangler.
A little bit too much contact. So foul Trojans, opportunity here. This is basically scoring range. Again, if you're that person that can put it near the crossbar, you could score from this position, and it's a live ball once it's kicked.
Clock approaching 25 minutes to go. Tanner Spangler with the kick.
Just over the crossbar, so another opportunity there. The Rockets with the foul, the kind of a good opportunity with an uncontested attack.
Those kicks that Spangler has, some of them just off, not much at all.
She's got it down to a science. She's scored 34th and 35th goal tonight, so it's not by mistake. Good knack, if you will, the ability to contain and use her speed and her quickness to get shots off.
Sydney Meyer will kick it away. Spangler send a kick towards Pax. They'll scoop it up.
Yeah, you see how it hops in there. You know, the goalie area gets worked up. I've seen it in years out on the field where there gets just dead spots, and when it's wet, you make marks. You never know on those ground balls, if you will. It's not like an infield that you see in the major league where you get a true hop all the time. You have to be very careful that it doesn't carry him to the right or left. That time, Pax did a nice job using her whole body like a catcher to make sure it doesn't bounce by her. But they look easy, but boy, a bad hop can sure be embarrassing, if you will, when it scoots by you. But that happens down there. There was a lot of traffic in that area right in front of the net. And let's just say the field conditions aren't always perfectly smooth in that area.
Rockets keep applying the pressure. 23:28 to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Diekman back out. It'll go inside to Spangler. Botkins will try and clear it, but the Rockets keep it up. Spangler goes to the left side, centers it back over to the middle of the field, but it's going to come back out to Camden Paul for Botkins. Paul trying to make a move on Jenna Walters. Walters wins that battle. She'll make a move to the left side, feeds it to Spangler. Spangler will work inside. Shot on goal. Pax will have it.
Pretty good strike, even with the off foot, the left foot. And again, nice job by Pax, dropping down to the ground and making sure it doesn't skip by her.
Certainly can't fall asleep back there, that's for sure.
No, not with, again, just the hard strikes. The deflections are the ones I feel sorry for goalkeepers, where you think you have it and someone steps in and goes off their legs and throws your perspective off just a bit and scoots by. And it's a tough spot to be in because you're the last resort for the defense.
Spangler feeds Edwards. Edwards tries to center it back to Spangler, but the Botkins defense will cut them off, and the Trojans, Sydney Meyer will kick it away.
Gives Trojans a chance again to rotate their support player in, and Wiseman, and hustling off is number 11, Kennedy Dosek.
Upfield comes the kick. Paul will push it back out to Rogers, and the ball is going to go out of bounds, and Anna will toss it in. Madison Romanowski, who had a goal earlier, will toss it in. Rice with it. Romanowski with it. Back over to Rice. They try to center it. Rice will go to the corner, tries to make the move inside. Attempted header there by Spangler, but it's going to be picked up by one of her teammates. Spangler trying to get it inside. Moved back out by Abby McEldowney, and the Rockets will work that far right side as Boffman will have it. She goes to the corner. A whistle will stop play. Clock counting down at 20:50. And our toss in, or will it be a kick?
I think there's a foul.
It'll be a foul. It'll be a foul, so.
A direct kick, I believe, is the phrase here. It's a scoring kick. Other types, like an indirect kick, I think, you know, you can't go at the goal right away. You have to put it in play first before it can be an attack for a shot on goal.
Boffman's kick for the goal goes back out, and the Rockets will hang on to the ball. Somebody chases it down, so. Clock approaching 20 minutes to go in this one. The Anna Rockets with a 4-0 lead as
basically entering the fourth quarter now. We've played 3 10-minute periods, and
comes the toss in. Botkins will maintain. Well, Rockets get it right back. Meyer will try and clear it out, but the Rockets keeping the full pressure on.
The style of the Botkins defense here. Paul's been back here near midfield, so they basically have 9 defenders up there against the Rockets. It'd be nice to see once just again
see what
get one out to Paul. Well, if they can get her the ball.
Out,
yeah. Now I thought in the first half she was more maybe in defensive end, but maybe she was kind of hovering out here in a striking position. But she was sure entertaining to watch at times when she got the ball in transition or on fast break, however you want to describe it, and definitely can make some things happen. And Anna's done a good job here in the second half, really limiting her to any kind of real touches that she can do any damage with. So Botkins not much on offense yet here in this half, and Anna's been already 2 goals scored here in the first 20 minutes of the second half.
Rogers try and kick it, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Barely. It didn't get out by much.
Thought for a moment it was going to stay in bounds.
I thought it was like a wide receiver from Seattle Seahawks. Metcalf had the touchdown catch and lollygagged it towards the goal line and got the ball knocked out of his hand, fumble out of the end zone, so no score for him. And that's why you cross the goal line first. But that ball didn't get out by much, but made it out by enough.
Rockets trying to set it back up. Rogers comes out on defense for Botkins. They'll move it to the left side. Romanowski in the corner. She's stopped there by one of the Botkins Trojans. Kennedy Dosick, I do believe. I'll make that number 21, Zoe Longbreak, on the defense there for Botkins. Tossing it in will be Megan Diekman. Header no good as the ball will come back out. On the attack come the Rockets. That was Ashley Berkey with it. That's number 17. Diekman will kick it long. And
goal kick for the Trojans.
Botkins will kick it away. Meyer. Set to kick it away. She'll get it up towards Paul.
Well, a few touches she's had, and here's a chance where out in space, if she can run it down, it's a
chasing it down, going to the corner, trying to keep it in bounds. Gets it back out to Rogers. Pass will be off target. Goes back to Romanowski, and Trojans trying to keep it on their side of the field, but it's going to come back to midfield.
Yeah, short time of possession there for Botkins, and now they will fall back to defense again. But again, just not able to get the ball into kind of the space. They got out here to Camden Paul, but she kind of ran out of real estate. Had to make it a slide just to keep it in play. So it's been a frustrating second half for Botkins, really not able to get any offense kind of started. They've got an opportunity here with the foul against the Rockets.
So the Trojans will get the ball back. 16 minutes is where we're headed right now. Pretty much been all Anna in this one.
We got off to a good quick start. You know, Anna, like I said, they've done, you come in ranked 8th in the state, you're undefeated, you're everybody's kind of with a big target on your back. Everybody wants to upset the undefeated team, and they got off to a great start, you know, and they're playing a quality team in Botkins, but scoring basically just over in the first minute and 45 seconds, kind of right away set the stage, and instantly the underdog, Botkins, is already down 1 goal. And so you know, sometimes if you're the favorite, if you don't score right away, then you begin to doubt yourself, or, you know, why can't we score? What are we doing wrong? And it didn't take long, and Spangler got her 34th goal at that time, and then they had tacked one on at the 1953 mark from Romanowski, and then here in the second half, 2 quick ones by McEldowney and Spangler at the 36:59 and 32:56 marks have added some extra insurance.
Yeah, the game plan for Botkins was to try and frustrate Anna with defense, but I think perhaps here in the second half it's kind of been a little bit of a reverse role that's taken place. The Rockets just applying the heat, and you can see why they are a ranked team in Ohio, that's for sure.
And tonight, you know, both teams are missing some players, but Anna a little bit deeper on staff, so they can rotate in some athletes, and Botkins limited with just 1 person to rotate in. Maybe that has something to do with it as the game winds on. And, you know, usually good teams with a lot of good players over time will, you know, pull away or, you know, win the battle. And they don't play perfectly, but they are just a little bit more consistent. And that's the difference between, there's a nice bump and run.
Shot on
Beautiful
goal,
stop
no
by
good.
Pax. Yeah, it was a nice play by both teams.
McEldowney had the shot, Pax with the save.
That was McEldowney on the far side with the, yeah, it was, you're right, 33. Yeah, nice pass, but even another nice play. We'll see it right here as you'll see the bump pass, what I call it, from Spangler, and then Pax again preparing for the battle, able to win the attack from McEldowney.
Rockets, be a whistle and a stop and play.
I think someone got a hand on the ball.
So Meyer will kick it away, and clock counting down, and Botkins actually on the verge in the coming weeks can set a school record with wins.
Well, I'm sure
they
they're
got
going to have some chances.
The next ones would be a big one for them as they try and build their program. Rockets very successful under Coach Mike Knoll, and 5 years that he's been there, and they've got so much depth. There's a shot on goal, and Megan Diekman, I believe, with the shot. So with 12:50 to go, Diekman's goal makes it 5-0.
Nice little play by her. Again, kind of turned around. We'll take a good look at it here from what I would say the top of the key or the top of the 18. She'll do a little spin move here and got it with her left foot. And again, over top that space where it's kind of no man's land. But nonetheless, a well-struck ball by Diekman, and the 5th goal for the Rockets.
So that makes it a 5-0 score on her first National Bank Think First scoreboard. Rockets on the attack again. Boy, right here is the breaking point. You get about coming up on the 10-minute mark where we had 12.5 minutes to go in this one. Trojans have had a lot of people out there a long time up and down that field. And
yeah, I think we've seen that already starting a few minutes ago. It's just, you know, the one, you're behind, that already puts stress and strain on your body, and 2, you're playing against a team that's not letting you really get into offense. It's like someone playing man-to-man full court defense in basketball, just no free time and not able to kind of keep ball possession, so they're constantly defending, which, you know, up until here recently, they did a good job for the game plan, but just a lot of slow moving body parts out there right now for the black and yellow. And Anna continues to kind of pour the pressure on, and they've maintained that aggressiveness, and that's, I believe, one of the things they talked about is staying aggressive and play with good ball skills and keep the high pressure offense. I mean, you can't let up and give teams opportunities, and Anna has kept the pressure on and forced Botkins basically to defend the second half, especially basically all of it. Although nice job here by Euchre getting the ball down the pitch.
And it'll come back the other way. Rockets with it, but comes an opportunity for Botkins. They'll move it upfield. Kicked by Huber back over to number 24, Jace Billing in the lineup. Jace, a sophomore. As the Rockets just got a little bit more depth too, you know, they got 3 or 4 extra players. And
definitely helped.
That does not hurt. Diekman with it across midfield. Pass up for Spangler.
Noel in his 5th season at Anna, and on the other side, Tartowski in his 1st season, doing a nice job. Again, a lot of you got to build your program with some wins, and that usually gets the interest level started, but it's tough sometimes. And right now, Botkins having a nice season and have been playing very well. And again, I think you set some of those records, that starts getting the enthusiasm, and one more win for them will tie or set the school mark.
It's kind of it's great to hear Coach Noel, what he describes his team: deep, talented, and hardworking. Hardworking, and that's some pretty good attributes. And it's kind of interesting on the other side. Tatarski, Coach Tatarski, looking this year to be balanced and competitive, and very short descriptions, but really right to the point.
They know their teams pretty well, and you mentioned the deep, and that's case in point here. You know, missing each team down some players tonight, but and able to rotate in, moving parts, stay fresh, and really not miss a beat. And some teams don't have that luxury. You have some really good kids and some that are average, but when you have teams that are loaded with good players, that they will, in the end, again, it's a long game, it's 2 40-minute halves, things happen, but it's like those that are a little bit better all the way around seem to prevail in the end, and that's what Anna's doing tonight, and really in control here and playing pretty well.
Goalkeeper Pax will kick it away. There they get the ball to Paul.
There she,
trying to make a move, trying to go inside, working on Taylor Peppelman. She'll get it.
Have her work cut out when she gets it. She gets around Peppelman or whoever, the defender. She's got about 3 more white jerseys facing her, and I think they will, well, they're going to sub first on the possession. Yeah. She was looking, I thought maybe there had been a foul or something on the far side, but not the case. Yeah, it was Peppelman that was working with Paul that last time, and
Paul will toss it in. Or rather, Steinke, I believe, toss it in. Paul with it now. Paul gets it back over to the middle, and Kennedy Dosick. Dosick trying to.
Yeah, the speed right there, just winning Anna a little bit over the burst. They're able to get the ball out, and right there in 18-yard line is where it was at, and just the speed of the Rockets player. Defender able to win the ball and clear it for her team.
Here comes Paul. Back over to number 23. Kicks it back inside to Dosick. Got to come back out front. Maintained now by Abby McEldowney in Botkins territory. Trojans trying to work it inside, but Rockets is going to go out of bounds near midfield. And the Trojans will toss it in. And it's going to go off for Anna Rocket. Botkins will have an opportunity on this end for one of the few times here, especially in the second half.
Mentioned the Western Ohio Soccer League, the WOSL, we refer to it as, with Anna on top tonight, coming in with a 4-0 record. Lehman Catholic behind them at 2-0. Then BOTKINS playing tonight, 2-1 coming into this contest. They were then trailed by Coldwater at 2-3. Lima Central Catholic at 1-2. Delphi St. John's at 1-3, and Spencerville at 0-3. So there are your 7 teams that make up the girls version of the Western Ohio Soccer League. Again, Anna on top right now, 4-0. Lehman Catholic in second place. They've won 3 championships in the history of this league. Anna has won 2. They are the only 2 schools to win the championship, so I would guess this would be the 6th season for the WOSL Girls Soccer League. And again, those teams representing that from bottom to top: Spencerville, Delphi St. John's, Lima Central Catholic, Coldwater, BOTKINS, Lehman Catholic, and Anna.
Yeah, Lehman and Anna will square off Saturday, October 17th at 7 o'clock at Sydney Memorial Stadium. So that should be an
nice,
interesting batch night. A nice a Saturday night girls soccer game. They moved it
to the big main stadium for spacing reasons, right? Because they have a beautiful soccer field behind it, but I think they moved it, I heard, to the football field because of spacing. They can get more people in there, and which is nice. But that soccer, both fields that are sitting are very nice, but that should be a nice game under the lights.
Here comes Spangler, and nice save there by Pax.
Yep, again, good defense there by, I can't see which BOTKINS player it was, really harassed Spangler down there inside the 18 and kind of forced her to, couldn't go get around to Pax, and she did a nice job covering it up to prevent the 6th Anna Rocket goal.
Take a moment and thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Grand Lake Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports being brought to you by Clopay Building Products, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwieterman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinninger, Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Superior Aluminum, the Rushi Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoying Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, and Western Ohio Mortgage, all bringing you tonight's game between Anna and BOTKINS. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are also pleased to bring you replays of high school soccer on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Tuesday, October the 7th at 6 p.m. and Sunday, October the 11th at 2 p.m. The game will be available for 1 week as video on demand at nktelco.com. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Got 3.5 minutes to go in this one on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. As we have said, it's been all Anna, especially here in the second half. BOTKINS has played gamely, but a little bit more firepower for the Rockets.
Yeah, just too much from the green and white tonight, and the black and yellow, held up there for a while and just made it a competitive game. I mean, the score looks lopsided, but for what we've witnessed here tonight, it's been some exciting battles, good one-on-one offense or plays by each team, and nice passing by the Rockets against full house backfield almost on defense by the Trojans, with a number of their staff inside the 18-yard box or real near it.
Rice's shot no good.
Well struck, ball just hooked to the left. Good job by Pax, kind of narrowing that window down and seeing the angle of the opening that Rice had, and did her best to get in the way of the mindset, and Rice not able to find that small window that she had for the score.
That's one of the, probably what amazes me most about the contest, the ability of the Rockets to put the pressure on offense. And they're good passers. They handle the ball very, very well. And you can see why they have done so well over the last few years, as the fundamentals are certainly there in place. And on the other side, I saw Botkins and Lehman since the beginning. Botkins played Lehman very good, but they're tremendously improved as well, as they're just facing a powerhouse here in the Rockets.
Well, you want to get better, no doubt, throughout the season. That's the goal of every coach. There's going to be one state champion in each division. So just because you didn't win the state championship didn't mean you had a bad year. You want to improve and get better, and that's the name of the game.
Rockets trying to keep the pressure up with 1:20 to go. Rice's shot or pass towards the middle for Spangler. Rice will get it in the corner. Trojans, Sidney Steinke will knock it out of bounds, and the Rockets will inbound it. There's the toss in, a header by the Trojans. Come back out and in the corner as Diekman tried to pass it in up front. Knocked away by Meyer. Back out to Jenna Walters as she'll chase it down with Carmen Huker on her heels. The ball will go to the corner. Spangler back over to Chloe Boffman. Boffman will put a shot on the goal. Pax had her hands on it, then falls on it. And the clock is counting down here. Our final seconds of this one. Emma Pax will kick it away, and we're under 10 as the clock counts down on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And our final score from Botkins Community Park. Anna comes out with a 5-0 win over Botkins. We'll be back with a look at our stats right after this.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now. Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey New Knoxville, I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Anna, a state-ranked girls soccer power, continues to remain unbeaten as they up their record to 12-0 and then continue to be unbeaten in Western Ohio Soccer League play and maintain that first place status. And the BOTKINS Trojans fall to 8-4 with the loss. Let's take a look at our numbers for tonight's match.
A game basically dominated by the Rockets. They win the game 5-0. Keeper for Anna tonight, 6 saves. Pax on the other side with 24. Anna had 40 shots on goal compared to 7, and all the 7 of BOTKINS came in the first half. Anna also 4 corner kicks compared to none for the Trojans, and each team committed 6 fouls. And the scoring summary went like this: all 5 goals from Anna. Spangler scored her 34th, Romanowski her 2nd, then Spangler added her 35th. I'm sorry, McEldowney added her 5th goal this season. Then Spangler hit her 35th, and Megan Dickman her 10th to round out the scoring. And assists were awarded by McEldowney, Ella Dosek, Spangler, Chloe Boffman, and Jace Billing awarded assists tonight on those 5 scoring opportunities or 5 scoring goals by the Rockets.
And our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco, Tanner Spangler. No surprise.
We mentioned her name often. Pretty quick, pretty strong player for the Rockets, and had some great shot opportunities, and also dished out an assist to McEldowney as well. So job well done by Tanner Spangler. Congratulations to her.
And that's sponsored by NKTelco. Also like to thank some of our sponsors tonight. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Think first. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. All of our replays tonight by Winners Meats. Starting lineups by Sydney Allglaze Audiology, and our player of the game by NKTelco. Follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season. Their sports leader in Mercer and Allglaze counties. I'd like to thank our crew here tonight. Our director, Bryce Hamrick. His assistant tonight, Scott Robinson. On the camera tonight, Mark Fissel. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Jeff Henschen. Our final score from BOTKINS Community Park: the Anna Rockets 5 and the BOTKINS Trojans 0.